Oh, it's a gorgeous day here in Copacabana. Today, I'm going to move on to La Paz and see what's happening down there. We'll get one final glimpse of Copacabana. This was a great stay. Had a great tour to Isla del Sol with a guided tour there, and it was fabulous. So, on to La Paz today, right after breakfast. All right, I'm on my way out of Copacabana, on my way to La Paz. One final look at Copacabana, the narrow streets. It was a good stay. I enjoyed it here. Had a great tour of Lake Titicaca. This is probably a one-way street, but you never know. It's Google's map choice to take me down here, so we'll see how that works out. One final look at Lake Titicaca as I'm leaving Copacabana. It was a great two-night stay. Enjoyed my time here, but now I'm off to La Paz. We are coming to the very southern end of Lake Titicaca. Copacabana is not at the southern end. It's about maybe 1/8 of the way to the end of the lake. So this is the southern part of Lake Titicaca, and La Paz is straight south from here. We're heading south towards La Paz, but there's a few viewpoints along the way that I have to stop at to take some photos. Again, Lake Titicaca, the southern end of Lake Titicaca. This is beautiful. In Peru, there was never any viewpoint, or in Ecuador, but here, there's been two on this road so far. Okay, you're on.
Hi there, I'm Annemieke from Holland,
Yes.
riding on my KLR for 1 year through South America.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
And how long have you been gone so far?
4 months.
4 months. Yes, and how long are you going to stay in Bolivia?
I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2-3 weeks?
2.
Yeah.
I'll probably re-enter in Bolivia
Again.
when I'm on the other side. In Paraguay, can get into Bolivia again. So now I'm on my way to Chile.
Good. Well, great riding with you for as long as we ride together. It's fantastic. Apparently we're getting on a ferry here. So, okay, we're on the ferry. We're going to go across that body of water and continue south towards La Paz. 113 kilometers from here to La Paz. This is the ferry system that takes us across this little narrow part of Lake Titicaca. It's a series of these barges that take about 2 or 3 cars, a couple of motorcycles, and they just go back and forth across the lake. Yes, not quite BC ferry systems, but I guess it works. Well, I think we're on our way. This is it. Check out the deck. This is crazy. There's the boat operator getting us across this narrow strip of Lake Titicaca. There are all the barges that take the vehicles across. We're getting close to docking. Can you see which one you're going to? Yeah, from the vantage point that the boat operator has, he can't see the dock, so I'm trying to keep an eye out for him, but that's a bit of a struggle since I don't speak Spanish. This is how they dock. Not quite the BC ferries, but we're across. And he's done this a few times before, obviously, because we're here. Okay, I better stay out of the way or I'm going to get cramped. Hammered with a stick or something. The foot passengers are leaving, and this van and that dump truck will be next. Adios. It's a little tight, but we're getting it done. Oh, gracias. Hey, gracias. Okay, I'm away. Okay, I'm off. See how Annie makes out here. The fella's giving her a little help. There she goes. She's got it. Well done. This is one of the traditional reed boats that they build and sail on Lake Titicaca. I saw one on the boat cruise yesterday, but I couldn't get a shot of it. But this is a perfect opportunity to take a shot of this boat. And here's a young fella getting the reeds. I'm not sure what he's going to use to build, what he's going to build with them. Maybe he's going to start building another boat. And there is another one. 3 of them here. Oh, and one in the background too. This is La Paz in Bolivia. There's some discussion whether this is the capital of Bolivia or not. I've read some literature that says it is and some that says it isn't. And some people have been informing me on my channel that this is not the capital, but in all the literature I read, it is the capital. But anyways, if it is the capital, it's the highest capital in the world, around 14,000 feet. It's raining here in La Paz this morning, but I'm on my way to a walking tour. But I have to walk down the street, and beautiful farmers market going on this morning. I'm in desperate need of a hat, but I haven't seen one of those yet. But I might come across one. We'll see. Well, it's been a change of plans. Instead of doing the walking tour this morning while it's raining, I'm going to go ride the gondola system and be dry inside the gondola, and then come back at 2 and if it stops raining. Well, here we are. It was just a short walk down to the gondola station. Looks like a state-of-the-art operation. We'll have a ride on this and see what we can see from the gondola. It's going to be difficult to get good video on this today because the windows of the gondola are really fogged up. I'll do what I can do. You can see a bit of the city, and this is a very clear spot of the window. Unfortunately, my idea of taking an aerial tour of La Paz didn't work out that well as I got to higher levels. It's just complete whiteout situations. You see absolutely nothing. So I'm heading back down and am going to do a walking tour of my own, since the walking tour didn't pan out this morning because of the rain. Now that we're down a little bit lower, we can see a little bit. And I got one clear spot on the window that we can take a little bit of video. Unfortunately, the rain is getting heavier and heavier, so I am going to go back to the hotel and hang out for a bit and see if it's going to slow down. I do have an umbrella there, so I'll take that and maybe do a walking tour in an hour or 2 once it slows down. I hope the rain slows down. I haven't noticed the altitude too much, except when I'm walking up hills like now. I can really feel winded. My legs get tired really easily, but walking on the flats is fine. And but going uphill, I really do feel the altitude. Okay, head back through the farmers market again towards my hotel. Hats. I didn't see these on the way in. I just found a nice hat. It makes things a little more pleasant. Look at all this beautiful stuff. Nope, this is completely different than the way I came down, so I have no idea where I am, but that's okay. I finally found somebody selling hats, which I desperately needed for the sun and the rain. Grand total of about $3 for this hat.
This market is open every day, yeah, so from Monday to Monday, but on weekends looks bigger, yeah, so local people mainly comes here on weekends because they buy all these products, yeah, for all week. Okay, but now guys, here in La Paz, in El Alto, we have easily like 80% of population working in this production. Here in the country we have a nice interaction with these sellers because we have a special name. We call them casera. Yeah, casera means my special lady or my favorite seller, guys. Yeah, so it's really traditional to have this casera. Look at the group, guys. Let's imagine this is the hat. Yeah, now let me show you how these chelitas in the countryside show the marital status according through the border hat position. Guys, if this chelita dress the hat straight, it means that she is married, single man. Forget her because she won't show you the calf any longer. Yeah. Now, if this chelita dress the hat on the right or on the left, yeah, it means that she's single, widow, maybe ready to mingle. Yeah, she's available to show her calf. Please, Lida, can you show a bit of the calf? Guys, a whistle. A whistle. Good job. We're going to see baby llamas or fetuses, and also we're going to find this particular offering that is called mesa. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna show you the way, guys, but please have a look about all these particular products we have here in the witches market, which is an authentic market. So, I mean, local people come here, they buy all these products, yeah, to offer to Mother Earth. That is called Pachamama, guys, as I told you before.
This is the start of the witches market. People come here to buy stuff, buy offerings to give back to Mother Earth. This is inside one of the witches market shops.
Guys, please come in. Here we can find some particular products, yeah. You know, normally here we have an offering, yeah, that is called mesa. I mean, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try to see on the way to show you the, you know, the original offering. Okay, now he doesn't have ready, yeah. But normally, you know, we have these products. These are the candies. Which candies is for Mother Earth, guys? So we you don't have to eat it. This is just for Mother Earth. It has different shapes, guys, because it's for different topics. Yeah, it can be for love, for business, for trip. Also need to hire a shaman, yeah, that is called a yatiri. So this yatiri is kind of like a witch doctor, guys. And this person, to become a yatiri, it has to have some particular signs. For instance, like 6 fingers in one of the hands and one of the feet, where at the moment that this person were born, you know, she were born in a bridge position. I mean, like first up the legs and then the head, yeah. And also this shaman had to be struck by lightning by accident, yeah, in the countryside. And then this person can be a shaman. Then we bury the baby lamb or the fetus. We cover, we concrete that point, and then we put the offering. You know, this. It has also llama wool and all of this. And then we put it on the floor, and then we start spilling wine and alcohol. We burn it, guys, all of this, and then I'm ready to build my construction, guys. Why a homeless person? Because, guys, these kind of people don't have any families. I mean, nobody will miss that person. Nobody will look for this person later. And because of that, we just offer them like food and drinks. Of course, in that moment, they don't know that they're gonna be offerings in the future, yeah. And when they start eating and drinking, but when they are full, yeah, and drunk, so we take this person, we bury her alive, yeah. Then we cover with concrete that point, guys, and then we are ready to build our big building, guys. Yeah, so this is the Bolivian celebration, by the way, guys, to offer a homeless person alive. It has to be alive, by the way. Do you believe it, guys?
Does that still go on today, or are you just feeding us a line here? Huh?
Now, let me clarify, guys. This This is actually a urban legend.
An urban legend.
An urban legend.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is an urban legend, guys.
Yeah, that wouldn't go over well burying people alive nowadays.
Yes, no, because we can consider murders and then we can be arrested.
Yes, you
Sent
can.
to prison.
Yes.
Of course, guys, of course.
Seeing all these guitars reminds me of a good friend of mine who died about 3 weeks ago. He probably had about this many guitars at his home. He would have loved this place. All these little side streets have decorations hanging above us. Really festive looking. Maybe it is up for the Christmas holidays, I'm not sure. Walking down one of the very colorful side streets. As you can see, they've got the cobblestones painted in a different color, different patterns, decorations above the street, very colorful shops. This is supposed to be strictly a walking street, but I have seen the odd car and motorcycle come down here. I think I rode down a walking street.
Ah, yes.
We're walking on our way to see the Church of San Francisco. I'm not sure if this is it or not, but this is definitely worth taking a picture of.
This is the San Francisco Church, one of the most important constructions here in La Paz. And you know, yeah, guys, before Spanish people got here, we had indigenous people living in this point. In La Paz, it had a different name that it was called Chuquiago Marca. This is an Aymara language and also name, which means piece of land of potatoes. Yeah, the one was the name for La Paz. But then this name was changed to La Paz. Why? Because La Paz basically means peaceful, or the peaceful point. Yeah. Now we are, guys, in this point that is called Murillo Square. You know, guys, in this area, yeah, we have the monument of this hero, kind of hero, yeah, because he tried to get the freedom against Spanish people, but he was killed in this point, guys. He was hanged, yeah. The name of him was Mr. Murillo. So, by the way, Mr. Murillo now is behind you, guys. We have the monument of him.
Oh, the monument back there.
We have this revolution in 1809. But you know, guys, after this, in 1825, we had finally when the foundation. I mean, when Bolivia was created, yeah, here. And actually, Bolivia was founded in Sucre. So because of that, since that moment, Sucre is considered the Bolivia's capital. Yeah, and La Paz is the political center, guys. Because here, as you see, besides seeing the cathedral, next to that cathedral, guys, we can see the presidential palace. Yeah, that is a presidential palace. Behind we have the presidential building. There we have the Bolivian soldiers. They dress the red uniform. They represent the Bolivian soldiers who went to the Pacific War that we had against Chile in 1879. You know, we had a war talking about the sea or the Pacific area, yeah, between Bolivia and Chile. Yeah. This situation we had in 1879. Well, also next to that construction over there is the Parliament or Congress Palace, and behind you have the Congress building, guys.
This is the changing of the presidential guards. This is a statue of this man who was actually hanged right here in this square. This is the legislative building where all the government business gets taken care of, but it's kind of weird because right behind it is a ultra modern skyscraper. It is the rainy season here in Bolivia. I'm just heading out for dinner and it is pouring. But I bought an umbrella a couple of weeks ago and I've made really good use of it. So I'm not going very far, but with how hard it's raining, I would be soaked by the time I got down to the Carrot Tree restaurant. The rain is just bouncing off the road. Those headlights. I'm going to take off tomorrow morning and it's calling for rain. I have plans to ride the Death Road tomorrow, but if it's going to be pounding down rain, I might change that plan and head straight to uni. Well, I have to go to plan B. The Carrot Tree is closed as it is Sunday, and a lot of places are closed on Sunday, but just have a look at the water running down the street here. The restaurant I was going to go to is closed for the night, so this is where I'm going to eat here. It's a little pizza place right beside the hotel I'm at, so this works out perfectly. I've been up at about 12,000 feet for the last week or so, even more than that, and I'm beginning to feel a little bit fatigued, a little bit exhausted, wasn't sleeping well, couldn't seem to drink enough water, but I was attributing that to too much sun one day, not sleeping well another night, and just generally riding for 2.5 months is starting to wear me down. But today in the tour, I started talking to this lady about altitude, and she said, how you feeling? And I said, well, I'm tired, and I can really feel it when I walk up the hills. And she said, oh, have you tried these new pills? These sriracha pills? And I said, no, what are they for? She said, it's to help you with the altitude. So she gave me one, and about half an hour later, I started feeling better. I'm going, wow, that's different. I haven't felt this good in about a week. So I went out and I bought these. These are sriracha pills, and they're to help you acclimatize to the altitude. If you when you do get to altitude, start taking these. I've taken 2 today, and it's the best I felt in a couple of days. So I highly recommend these.